All right, guys, so I'm letting the cat out of the bag. I am going to reveal how Grant Cardone actually makes money. And this is coming from somebody who's kind of an industry insider, right? I'm a relatively large influencer. I have a YouTube channel with over 800,000 subscribers. I have a massive personal brand. I make several six figures per month. And I just know how the business works. And so I'm basically going to be revealing how Grant Cardone is actually making money here, okay? So let's go ahead and jump into the computer and let's just talk really quickly about the overall strategy of how Grant Cardone actually makes money. And I'm going to go over this. We're going to go over each of these in detail. But first, let's just, look at his YouTube channel, right? He's got 2.61 million subscribers, gets quite a few, views per month. Looks like he got about 12 million views last month, which is pretty amazing. Then he's got this other channel, 10X Studios, and he's got the whole 10X brand. That's probably quite a bit easier to sell. Then if you look up his net worth, some people say he's worth 600 million. Some people say he's worth 700 million. In my experience, these are usually well under the actual person's net worth. But sometimes they're right, sometimes they're wrong, but a lot of the time they're actually well under what the person's net worth actually is. But it does say he makes 40 to 50 million annually. I would bet he makes at least that, if not more, because that would be about 3, 4, 5 million per month, which is really good, but I would say he's probably making more than that. So that is kind of how much he's making. Now, let's go ahead and talk about how exactly he's making that money. He's got his speaking engagements, his live events. He's got royalties on his books. As little as books cost, if you sell, tens of millions of copies, like obviously, even if you make like $1 on each book, you're going to be making a lot of money. Then he's got workshops and he's got courses. This is the main way that he makes money. And if you don't believe me, you can just go to his website, Grant Cardone website. And then you can kind of like look at his stores, his products. Of course, he has some merch, right? He's got some merch here, some physical products. I'm sure he's making some money from that. But then he's got the training programs, and then he's got the upcoming events. So the training programs, you got these programs that range anywhere from just $397. This is kind of a low ticket program. This is a certification, so he is into the certification business. A lot of people are making money doing certifications. He's got the cold calling training, 100 ways to stay motivated, 10X Kids University, so you can buy this for your kids. Wow, what a great Christmas present. Advanced sales negotiation certification. So again, he's into the certification business, which is kind of similar to the course business and the coaching business, but it's a little bit different. The certification business is a little bit different. For instance, Dave Ramsey is in the certification business, and he's absolutely crushing it. I know there's a lady called Brooke Castillo, or that's her name. She's a life coach, and she's into the certification business. She makes like 50 million a year. So certification business is a little bit different because it brings an air of sort of like mainstream, but in a good way because it's more scalable. And then advanced sales negotiation certification, advanced closing and negotiation strategies, personal finance and wealth creation, Cardone University, right? So you can go to his university, quote unquote. The perfect sales system, 10X financial freedom certification, 7-figure sales principles, unbreakable business marketing, objection handling, professional prospecting strategies, understanding buyer psychology, mastering the close, internet lead response strategies, unbreakable scale and leadership, unbreakable communication, Grant Cardone University full curriculum for $3,000, Universidad of Grant Cardone, I'm guessing that's the Spanish version, incoming call mastery, unbreakable money mindset, et cetera, et cetera. You get the point. He's got a ton of these courses. And then he's got Grant Cardone Sales Training University lifetime access for $25,000. And 17 people have done that one, apparently, amazingly enough. So yeah, you can see he's got a lot of courses on there. He's also got these events, and I think the events cost about $1,000 to attend. You can attend them in person, and you can also attend the webinar version. So you can attend them online as well. And I think they cost around $1,000. So let's see, view my tickets. Let's see, 10X events, book Grant, hire Grant Cardone. That's another thing. He does make money if you speak at his events. So not when he does these events, he makes money. He gets paid to speak at the events, and then he gets paid when people show up to the events as well. So he's making money on both ends. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it costs about $1,000 to go to one of his events. And then of course at the event, he upsells you as well. So he sells you to some of his courses and his training programs as well. So he's making money just like in every single direction. He gets paid to speak. He gets paid by the people who show up to see him speak, and then he gets paid when he upsells the people when he shows up, and he upsells them to a higher ticket product as well. So you can kind of see those are his actual products that he's selling. Now, of course, he's got this merch and stuff, but I'm pretty sure he's not, that's probably a very tiny percentage of his income. He's got like planners and stuff like that. And yeah, this is nice, don't get me wrong, but yeah, this is a very tiny percentage of his income compared to his online sales. Then if you go to, and you really look into things, these are the main ones that make some money. So speaking engagements and live events, royalties on books, etc. Actually, he does sell quite a few books, so he's probably making a decent amount of money on that. Workshops and courses. Okay, so those are the main ways that he's making money. And you really have to ask yourself one huge question. Where do all of these leads come from? Okay, because he could have you could release 100 products, but if nobody is viewing the products, no one's going to buy them. And you have to ask yourself a question: is Grant Cardone a genius? He is making $50 million a year, so you should consider, like, is he a genius? Is he a sales genius? Is he a hiring genius? Maybe he's an operations genius. Maybe he's a product creation genius. Maybe he's a marketing genius. Maybe he's a content genius, right? Which one of these is true? Well, sales, he has spent some time in sales. But if you look on YouTube, there is a podcast with him and the Wolf of Wall Street versus Grant Cardone, where they kind of get into an argument. This was about 4 years ago. They get into an argument, and listen, I'm just gonna say it like the Wolf of Wall Street won the argument big time. Okay, he pretty much bodied Grant Cardone. And the Wolf of Wall Street is clearly like very, very good at sales. That's his specialty, and that's his training program. He teaches people how to sell. So he is clearly exceptionally good at sales. And that's just there's nothing more to say. Like, he is exceptionally good at sales, and Grant Cardone is clearly not as good as he is. So I think any salesperson who's been working for probably 2 to 3 years is as good as Grant Cardone. I'm sure he's not bad at sales by any means, but he's not like a world class at sales. He even says it himself, like, he relies on volume, right? He doesn't care that much about the quality of each sale. He relies on volume. And that is a strategy. I mean, just overloading your marketing is a strategy, because even if you're only closing 10%, if you have a ton of people taking calls and they're taking 8 calls a day, well, each one of them is probably going to make a sale every single day, and that's going to fill your pipeline and, pay everybody and pay you as well, right? So is he a genius at sales? Probably not. Is he a genius at hiring? Also probably not. Is he a genius at operations? Probably not. He's probably pretty good at it, but he's probably not a genius. He probably hires people who do that for him. Is he a genius at product creation? I've heard okay things about his product. I've heard okay things about his book, but I haven't heard people, rave about them like I have with, Sam Ovens or other people who've created products. Is he a genius at marketing? Pretty good. Well, one particular type of marketing he might be a genius at, and that is specifically content creation. This is what Grant Cardone is really good at. This is what his zone of genius is in. And when I say the word genius, I say it kind of lightly, because realistically speaking, he's really not that much of a genius. I mean, no offense to him, and no offense to anybody. Like, nobody is like we're all cut from the same cloth, right? But he is someone who started on YouTube a long time ago. He's been on YouTube for a while. He's been doing it since the beginning, and he's been absolutely hustling this whole time. I mean, look, he was uploading 16 years ago on YouTube. And the funny thing is, some of these videos are probably still getting views 16 years later. I mean, look at this, 130K views. He's like at some kind of resort here, in a tropical country, telling people about the #1 rule of success. And, this person says it's the best sales seminar ever, Dogs Gone Wild. He's been uploading for a long time, guys. This is why he's making money. And this is what I want to tell you guys. This is like one of the big messages of this entire channel is all these guys who you might think that they are geniuses at business or whatever. Yeah, sure, they probably got good at business, but the reason he's making 50 million a year, the reason he's worth almost $1 billion is not because of his sales skills. It's because of his content creation. It's his personal brand, guys. Whenever he's thinking about doing real estate deals, he has a massive advantage because he has a massive personal brand. Another thing that he does, another one of the ways he makes a lot of his money that's kind of outside of his personal brand, is he has a real estate syndicate company, which is basically where you invest your money with him. Let's say you invest $100,000 with him or $50,000, and he takes it and he invests it into real estate. That's one of the main ways he makes his money as well. And he's making a ton of money from that because he takes part of the profit. He takes a percentage of the profit, almost like a hedge fund manager, but for real estate. Okay? And why do you think he has so many people wanting to invest in him? It's his personal brand. Why do you think he has so many people wanting to buy his courses? It's his personal brand. Why do you think he has so many people wanting to attend his seminars? It's his personal brand. Why do you think he has so many people wanting to do his certifications and all of that kind of thing? It's his personal brand, guys. That is what it is. The reason so many people read his books, his 8 business books, is because of his personal brand. The reason that people, want to work for him, the reason that he has all these great employees that want to work for him is because of his personal brand. You know how much easier it is to get great employees to work for you when you have a personal brand and you're well known? Way easier. I mean, think about it. Wouldn't you want to work for someone like Alex Hormozy or Grant Cardone or Gary Vee rather than just some random person? Yeah, it's like it's a little bit of a boost. It's like, wow, I'm working with someone who's really well known. This is like it looks really good on a resume. Okay? It's his personal brand, guys. This is the reason why he's so successful, is because he put time in to make a personal brand, right? And a lot of people think, oh, well, that takes a long time to do. Well, this channel, hey, listen, my main channel, Shane Hummus, it did take, years to build it up. It took like 4 years to build it up to this level. But my channel, the channel that you're watching right now, probably, unless this is uploaded on Twitter or something, this channel, I actually did a 30-day challenge and I made it to 30K per month in 30 days. So you can make money even on a small channel as long as you're like making the right type of content, right? As long as you have the right strategy, you can make money even on a small channel. So as long as you are basically selling to the right people, right? So you're solving real problems for real people that have real money, you can definitely make money if you are selling to the right type of people, even with a tiny channel. And there's plenty of people out there that are making a ton of money with a tiny channel. And this is exactly what I teach my clients how to do. So if you're interested in learning exactly how to do this, go ahead, apply for a call down in the description in the pinned comment below. You will get to talk to me personally. We can go over, exactly what you're trying to do, exactly, what you're trying to build. Typically, I do work with business owners or people that are really taking it seriously, right? People that are like high-level professionals, business owners, that kind of thing. Those are the types of people that I like to work with. I've helped a ton of people get results. You can check out like my business testimonials and stuff like that. I've helped a ton of people get results. I have a ton of testimonials from people that I've helped. I've helped 4 people get to 8 figures a year, 15 people get to 7 figures a year, a ton of other people get to 6 figures and like a full-time income. And it's all because of YouTube. You make content on YouTube, then you redistribute that content to other platforms and you sell and you treat it like a business, right? So you sell products on the back end of your YouTube channel. That's what you do. There's particular ways of doing it that are much smarter than others because a lot of people fail when they try to do this. They think it's too hard. They think it takes too long. And it's because everyone out there is teaching the wrong stuff. They're teaching you how to get views and subscribers instead of teaching you how to actually make money, which is what I do. So book that call down in the description in the pinned comment below, and I'll talk to you soon.